Sure. Here's a brief story covering the history of South Carolina. The history of South Carolina is a tapestry woven with the threads of Native American heritage, European colonization, the struggle for independence, and the complexities of the Civil War and Reconstruction. Long before Europeans arrived, South Carolina was inhabited by Native American tribes such as the Cherokee, Catawba, and Yamasee. These indigenous people lived off the land, engaged in trade, and built rich cultures. The arrival of European explorers in the 16th century marked the beginning of significant changes. Spanish explorers, including Juan Pardo, made initial attempts to colonize the region, but it was the English who eventually established a permanent presence. In 1670, English settlers founded Charlestown, named after King Charles II. This settlement, which later became Charleston, grew rapidly due to its strategic port and fertile land. South Carolina's economy in the 18th century was heavily based on agriculture, particularly rice and indigo, cultivated by enslaved Africans. The plantation system created vast wealth for a few, while enslaving many. The colony's social and economic fabric was deeply intertwined with slavery, setting the stage for future conflicts. As tensions with Britain rose, South Carolina became a crucial player in the American Revolution. In 1776, it was among the first colonies to declare independence. The state witnessed significant battles, such as the Siege of Charleston and the Battle of Cowpens, which were pivotal in the struggle for American independence. South Carolina's leaders, like John Rutledge and Christopher Gadsden, played vital roles in shaping the new nation. The antebellum period saw South Carolina become a hotbed of pro-slavery sentiment. The invention of the cotton gin in the late 18th century revitalized the state's economy, making cotton king and increasing reliance on slave labor. This economic dependence fueled the state's leadership in the secession movement. In 1860, South Carolina became the first state to secede from the Union, leading to the Civil War. The Civil War brought devastation to South Carolina. Union General William T. Sherman's march through the state left a path of destruction. The end of the war in 1865 marked the beginning of Reconstruction, a turbulent era as the state struggled to rebuild and integrate formerly enslaved people into society. Despite efforts to grant civil rights to African Americans, the period ended with the rise of Jim Crow laws, institutionalizing racial segregation. The 20th century brought significant changes. The Great Migration saw many African Americans leave South Carolina for better opportunities in the North. The civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s challenged segregation and discrimination, leading to landmark changes. South Carolinians like Septima Poinsett Clark played crucial roles in the fight for equality. Today, South Carolina is a blend of its historical legacy and modern growth. Its cities, like Charleston and Columbia, thrive as cultural and economic hubs. The state's rich history is preserved in its historic sites and vibrant traditions, serving as a reminder of its journey through time. From the days of Native American tribes to its role in the birth of a nation, and through the trials of war and the triumphs of civil rights, South Carolina's history is a testament to resilience and transformation.